Good morning and welcome to Morning Markets. Today we're going to focus on the key events for the week ahead. Last week we had some rare positive news on the UK economy. We saw the latest GDP figure for the first quarter of the year that came in ahead of what economists had been expecting, coming in at a healthy 0.7%. Now, the challenge with the data is it's a little bit stale in terms of it's yet to really reflect the policy changes that have come through in April. We've seen tariffs imposed on the UK from the US, so that's taken effect. And also we've had an increase in the national minimum wage, as well as employers are faced with a higher national insurance contribution. So GDP data good, but yet to really understand how the policy changes are affecting economic activity. Now this week we'll get more timely data on those policy changes. We'll see how inflation is currently trending. Expectations is that actually inflation will start to tick higher, going from 2.6% to perhaps 3.3% for headline inflation. And that's really reflecting the higher costs somewhat that consumers, or corporates should I say, are being faced with in April. Also this week on Thursday we'll get an understanding of how manufacturers and services companies are responding to those higher tariff rates and higher overall costs for consumers. We'll be looking at not only what they are expecting in terms of their outlook, but also how they're dealing with higher prices and how demand overall is trending. For the US, it'll be more of a quieter week in terms of economic indicators. Again, on Thursday, we'll get that survey reading on businesses in manufacturing and on services. Again, we'll be looking for their comments around how they're dealing with tariffs and the uncertainty that has brought. Elsewhere, whilst it is quiet in terms of economic data, there's more discussions or headlines around Trump's congressional tax bill. So this is where he's looking to extend his 2017 tax cuts. So he's putting a bill through Congress to get that through. However, there's much division in Congress of how he's going to fund those tax cuts. They're wanting him to pull back on certain spending measures. So there's much debate going on right now. Interesting that when we look at the US government's debt, which is currently standing at around 36 trillion, there's concerns within the markets, and there has been for some months, about just the sustainability of that debt. Well, actually on Friday we saw one of the major credit rating agencies, Moody's, actually downgrade the US credit rating, which has refocused the attention of the US government debt, and that will continue this week as Congress debate Donald Trump's tax bill. That's everything from us today. Thank you for watching, and we'll see you next time.
This video is not a recommendation or personal financial advice. With investing, your capital is at risk. Investments can fluctuate in value, and you may get back less than you invest.